we're really down to it now, aren't we? 40 through 21. And at this point in the countdown, I don't have a differentiation between these jerseys other than the number they occupy. They are fantastic. Number 40. It's this beauty right here. The Vancouver Canucks third jersey from the early 2000s. It is remembered for their poor record in that jersey, as far as I can remember. I know they had a poor record in it. And of course it has the multicolor. So again, this is that fabric that I mentioned before. You got to watch because it will develop holes quickly. But a beautiful jersey worn by a team at a time when they were going through some changes. Number 39 is the white New York Rangers Liberty. And anybody who's going to ask, I got this from a subscriber. Some of my subscribers are awesome, and the rest are just excellent. So, yeah, that one's one of my favorites. Number 38, I ordered this one from Ice Jerseys. It is the Colorado Rockies in white. I don't like it in blue, and I'm not sure why that is. I don't know if it's because the logo is the same color as the blue background or what it is, but I've seen it in blue in the stores, and I'd look at it and be like, well, I want it, but I don't. And then I saw it in white online, and I'm like, you know what? On white, it pops. Works really, really well. That's why I got Kansas City in white as well. Same color scheme as Kansas City, so when I do my next countdown, don't be surprised if Kansas City and Colorado are in similar spots. Number 37, St. Louis. The third jersey that some Blues fans don't like. I think it's fantastic. This one I got through Lids in Canada, and it is kind of sort of amazingly awesome. It really is. It's I like the striping on it. I love the color, the dark blue on it. The neckline even. I love the arch. The arch is fantastic. Number 36. This gorgeous Mighty Ducks jersey. This third is one of my favorite thirds of all time. Of course, it's got the Ducks logo here. It is very similar to an orange stadium jersey that they wore. I think it was the season before they brought in this third. And I don't have that stadium jersey, but I kind of want it. Because it's orange, it's got this on the front, and it's a little different setup than this one. But this one is amazing. Now, it's got the false strings that don't do anything. But that's okay, because at least they're not stitched down. It's so weird. Anyways, on the Adidas, a lot of them are stitched down. I like the stripes on the sleeves. And I've always liked this logo. With the gold background, and I do appreciate it now that I've seen it for 20-some years. It took about 25 years for me to go, yeah, all right, that's a hockey logo. There's a lot of debate about that when they come into the league. Number 35. Now, I have shown you guys Calgary in this pretty much the same design. The logo is why this one's higher up. The Atlanta Flames logo is simply fantastic. And of all of the defunct logos, this is the one I miss the most. Now, I'm well aware that the Calgary Flames use this for their associate/assistant captains. But still, I miss that being a prominent logo. Obviously, the Calgary Flames aren't going to make that a prominent logo unless they move to Atlanta. That'd be awkward, wouldn't it? But, of course, that's that whole Saddle Dome and the whole moving thing, and it's not going to happen. Just fear-mongering. Number 34. Stadium Series. Pittsburgh. No triangle. You got the Stadium Series here. Pittsburgh. City of Champions. Based on the Penguins and the Steelers. And we won't talk about the Pirates. Of course, this is a Malkin. This one I acquired through Retro to Heritage. I mentioned in my video yesterday where I had some stadium jerseys that I got them through Retro to Heritage. This one I did as well. I guess they got a good deal on some stadium jerseys when that passed. The Atlanta one I got through Sport Check. I got that one through Sport Check. Number 33. It's Vegas, baby. It's the gold. It's the There's so much to like in this Vegas jersey, and I know there's people who say it's not really true hockey, and there's a lot of people who really are on or off the bandwagon with this, if there is such a thing when it's a first-year team. Anyways, Vegas, I like everything about this jersey. It's kind of fantastic. I love the gold. The gold really makes it pop, and it is a hockey jersey. For anybody who complains and says, well, it's not really a hockey jersey, man, if you'd been around in the early 80s, early 90s, when teams like Tampa and Ottawa were coming in, the initial Ottawa design for their jersey, oh, that was hideous. All right, number 32. Mini. This is the current Minnesota design. This is the Adidas. That's why the stripe's only on the front. That's kind of weird, isn't it? That the stripe is only on the front and then it just stops. But I love this jersey very much. This is fantastic. This was one of the few that when Adidas did their reveal a year ago, I said, all right, that one I may need to get. Because they've incorporated parts of their stadium jersey into this. And they've made it really fantastic. And yeah, we may miss the red one a little bit, but I do think this one's superior. 31. The Colorado Rockies. No, Avalanche. Avalanche. Rockies. See, and people have complained about me saying it. But let's hold them up next to each other. And you can see that this looks like an updated version of this. The logos are extremely similar. Like, it is very, very, very close. And there's the Colorado State flag on the shoulder. See in the middle. I love this jersey. Apparently, the rumor still is, and I haven't seen it yet, but that this will be coming back this season in an Adidas form. This in an Adidas form could be really kind of fantastic. And it may feature in the next countdown, because if this comes out in Adidas, I may have to get it. This one I got through Lids. The Minnesota Wild one I just showed you guys, the Adidas, I got through Ben H Sports. So this one though, this is just fantastic. Really, really enjoy this one a lot. And I know there's Avalanche fans that don't. But anyways, number 30. California Golden Seals. California Golden Seals. Absolutely fantastic. Now I have the yellow one and I have the green one. I'm pretty sure the green one I got through Ben H Sports and this one I got through a subscriber. There's a lot of marigold in this part of the countdown. Just going to let you guys know, a lot of marigold. Might mess up the camera a little bit. It's just gorgeous. Vintage hockey. Of course, this was when they were the Oakland Seals and they were kind of backpacking on the Oakland Athletics colors at the time, because you want to kind of associate yourself with a successful franchise, which the Oakland A's were at the time. And the Seals, not so much, but nice jersey. Number 29. This also sent by a subscriber. Number 29 is a Kings retro, beautiful, fantastic, with the crown. Honestly, if they did this as a third jersey again, I think people would appreciate it. That one or purple, it doesn't really matter. And yes, I have the purple, and yes, it's coming up later on in countdown. Spoiler alert. Number 28. Like I've said, and this is the truth. It gets harder and harder for me to do some kind of a big long description. I got this one also through Retro to Heritage. The stitching up here is fantastic. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. But it's very much like a chain stitch like you see on the Jets retro or Heritage jersey and on Blackhawks Adidas and their Reebok Authentics. It is a really, really sharp jersey, and of course it's Tarasenko. So pulling for Tarasenko to have a 40-goal season this coming year. But I really like this, and of course it's the felt for the blue note. It is really a sharp jersey. This is why currently on Full Moon they have a vintage throwback St. Louis jersey, which is a white version of something similar to this. But I can't really bring myself to buy it because it is not as good as this, and I can't say whether or not I would actually wear it very much. So it's one of those ones that if I saw it in person, if I saw it in a store, I might be swayed one way or the other. Now, number 27, I'm going to break a rule here. This is the Reebok Chicago Blackhawks, and it is the premier jersey, which means it's a replica. So this does not have the chain stitching of the Chicago Blackhawks. This one I got through, I'm pretty sure I got this one through Sport Check. And I got this one a couple of years ago because I had to replace my other Blackhawks. It had a hole in it. Make sure you take care of your jerseys, boys and girls. Anyways, this one replaces the one that had the hole in it. But now I have the Adidas. The Adidas has not shown up in this countdown yet, right? And the reason this is so different is because, and it's hard to describe, the difference between a replica Chicago and an authentic Chicago is night and day. And as pretty as this jersey is, once you've seen the authentic, it is completely different than this. This doesn't have the chain stitching on it. The detail is very... They're all the same, basically, with these. And with the authentics, they're not. Because they're all hand done. But there you go. Number 27, and an explanation. Number 26. The Los Angeles Kings 50th anniversary jersey. So you got the gold right here to go around the silver. It looks fantastic. Rumor has it they're bringing it back this year. You've got diamonds right here. Purple inside the collar, which means that the Kings know purple is supposed to be kind of their color, but they won't bring it back for whatever reason. Yeah, the Kings are kind of fantastic. This is kind of a fantastic jersey. Kind of, sort of. Number 25. The Ottawa Senators O jersey. Now, there were rumors that the Senators were looking to rebrand themselves this year, but they decided not to due to all the turmoil going on with the team. They felt that a rebranding would be poorly timed. I think this is the kind of thing they're going to look back on. Now, they may very well go to the kind of design they had this past year, the 100th anniversary, the silver O, but I definitely think they're leaning in the direction of a jersey that harkens back to when they were Senators to Ottawa, Ottawa Senators, to when they were the franchise that won Stanley Cups. 3 years out of 4 in a decade. I think they want to be reminiscent of that, at least have that look of the old Ottawa Senators from the 1920s. And they've decided, since all the other crap's going on, they're not going to rebrand yet. So, no third jersey that I know of this year, unless they use that O. Not the one that I have, but the one they used last year. Number 24. Isn't it gorgeous? I mean, really. When this came out, I remember when this jersey was debuted by the New York Islanders, and I remember thinking, wait, what? Because this was during the era that design ran amok. Design ran amok in the NHL, and jerseys became really an eyesore. And this was the flashpoint for that. This logo lasted 1 season. 1. There was a rumor this was coming back. That then disappeared, and now the Islanders are apparently going with another orange jersey rather than going back to this. This is it's a love and hate relationship, and I think there are more people who are not Islander fans that love this than people who are Islander fans, because this was when the franchise was at its lowest point. And I know there's Islander fans going, wait, no, that wasn't our lowest point. Yeah, it was pretty darn close. And a lot of the lowest points came wearing these jerseys. And then the years that followed, and just there was a lack of an identity with the Islanders, and this logo, this change, this huge slap in the face to the tradition of the Islanders really showed that ownership was completely out of touch with the fans. But it's gorgeous. Because it's ugly. Number 23. Gotta love the Nords. White Quebec Nordiques. That Islanders one, if you're wondering, hey, where'd you get that? Yeah, a subscriber sent it to me. Thanks, Nick. This one, I got through Ben H Sports. I had to get this one. I had to get this one replaced because my other one, these are actual glued on pieces, and on my other one upstairs they're vinyls. So the problem with the vinyl, of course, if you get the vinyl, is that they bubble and they come off. And when I'm looking up Quebec jerseys on eBay, or just looking up vintage NHL jersey, I do that search a lot on eBay, just in case one of the prime fantastic ones I still look for is on there. I haven't seen very much. I don't have lately. But I see guys selling them, and the fleur-de-lis have come off. And yet the fleur-de-lis, even though it's come off, they'll still sell it and say, excellent condition. Excellent condition. And I'm thinking, it's not, though. Because the fleur-de-lis have come off, which means that it's been worn a lot. I wore the original that I had of this very sparingly. As soon as I saw a little bit of a bubble in that fleur-de-lis, I'm like, okay, I can't wear that jersey. And then there's a stain in this area that my wife got out of it. But, you know, with white jerseys, you've got to be careful. There's frequently... And you'll look down and go, how the hell did I stain this? And it happens. Yeah, Quebec, though, I like the simple logo. I love the fleur-de-lis. I love the colors. Pretty fantastic. It's a shame nobody on the ice has worn that jersey in 20 years. Number 22 is this beautiful New York Rangers chain stitched. Right in there. The Winter Classic from 2012. It's right in here. NHL Winter Classic, January 2nd, 2012. It doesn't fit me. And it's a Dubinsky. It is XL. So it's big on me. I don't care. It looks like a dress when I wear it. I don't care. The camera kind of makes it look white. I hope it brings across that it's actually a cream colored. And it is kind of sort of fantastic. The Rangers, really honestly, this as a logo is fantastic. Of course, this is felt because they're trying to make it look old-fashioned. And this one I got through Full Moon Jerseys on eBay. And I had to have it. So I fought with it for months because I'm like, oh, that's too big. But they didn't have anything in my size. So eventually I saw that it was down to only a couple more left. And I was like, all right, I have to buy it now or I'm never going to get it. There you see the Winter Classic patch. Just gorgeous. Absolutely love that jersey. I was so happy when I got it. Number 21. This one I got through, I want to say Hockey Jersey Outlet. Yeah, I want to say Hockey Jersey Outlet on eBay. The Vancouver Canucks. Notice orange and gold, or marigold. Not red and yellow. I honestly think the logo looks much better in orange and marigold than red and yellow. There's the red and yellow. There's the orange and gold. And I much prefer this one. Just personally. And then you get into the fact that I had a lot of hockey cards that I collected back then, and this is the jersey Tony Tanny wore. And I almost want to order the Babe patch, which old Canuck fans will know what that is, and the rest of you will be like, who? Doesn't matter. This is a jersey I like very, very much. I'm really, really glad that I got it. I'm glad it's part of my collection. And yeah, amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. And the V's on the sleeves. You got to get the V's in there. I mentioned that with the Canucks jerseys yesterday. They have to get a V on there, or in the case of the current Canucks jerseys, Vancouver. Like, you don't know it's Vancouver? Like, it's kind of weird. It's like they have an identity crisis in the jersey itself. All right, there you go. 40 through 21. It's getting harder and harder for me to really argue for or against or anything because they're just gorgeous. They're just fantastic. There were 2 Rangers, 2 Canucks. Yeah, 2 Rangers, 2 Canucks. And then other than that, there wasn't really an organization that stood out. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. And I'll talk to you again soon.